Hello, theater friends, and welcome to my Minecraft tutorial that is also serving as my creative element for my presentation. So, welcome, and I hope you all enjoy. Now, we are in a little kingdom that I have built all by myself. So, we have a little building over here that will be like a courthouse. There's some farms down below us right now. I've also started to build a little town for my kingdom. As you can tell, I'm not very finished with it whatsoever. This is probably one of my biggest houses within the kingdom. So, before I get started with the end of the video will be a tutorial on how to, and showing you how to build your own small little Minecraft castle. Very, very, very small. Nothing to this size and magnitude of what you see here. Very, very small, brief, light, but fun and creative. So I've been playing Minecraft for about, I'd say 2 years now. And this kingdom specifically has taken me well over a year to build. Trust me, this is not something that I could slap together within a night. This kingdom here took years and years worth of planning. You have a house here, along with all the other houses. This specific house-like structure is actually a store. You have chests for people to buy food in, things like that. As you can notice, you have the red flag with the cross in it. So in the game of Minecraft, they now have an in-game block where you can craft your own little banner. So I did that for this kingdom. Have little tiny parks, trees around inside some fences. House with backyard in it. Some rose bushes. Thought that was a very pretty addition to it. And you have wheat. This is in-game wheat for farming. Hi, as you can tell, I'm very much not done with it at all, but this will be a church soon. Here you have one house, excuse me, not house, but castle out here to the distance. And like the other one, it's purple. Well, it has a banner like the other one, but its banner is just purple. I've even given both of these castles names. So this one's name is Roseguard. As you see, once we go inside, you have places for an in-game character to sleep. This represents the in-game bed. You have the in-game sword. You also have your little character's in-game armor. I'm going to show you what that looks like on me. The specific armor that my character or avatars has on is blue. It's called diamond armor. But enough of that. Let's move on to the next castle. The biggest castle on this world. So, before I built anything else on this terrain, this was the first thing that I built, this castle. And it also has a name. It is called Aberman Castle. That's the name of it. As you can see, we have a little wooden bridge here. And you have the gate-like structure with the flags in front, torches to light the way. This also, of course, this is the gatehouse. You have a little bell inside. Excuse me for a second. You can ring the bell. And your little in-game character can alert alert the castle when enemies are coming to invade. You have the walkway for the castle. That will be a barracks. That will be a barracks. This is a wine storage, as you can tell by the little in-game barrels. Excuse me, little in-game barrels. I will show you what those look like more clearly in a clearer view. Let's place it here so you can really get a good look of what it looks like. That's what the in-game barrel looks like. Give you a little overview of the castle itself. Just get a nice little look at it. Here is where you would make armor. There's where important people like generals and the kings and things like that would sleep. Little courtyard with a nice little tower in the back. Now, to get to the end of the video, I will be showing you how to make a very small in-game castle. We'll be building it here. This is a great spot. So, this castle is going to want to be 5 blocks wide, 5 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You're going to want to build it up. Three blocks high each wall. Excuse me. Computer's going dead. Alright. You do the same for another level. By the way, these are called wooden planks. Basically floor. A floor of the castle. This is a 2-story castle. Well, 3 if you add the turret top with it, but this is a 2-story castle. For all the bits and pieces that count. You're going to want to make it 4 blocks high here, so that we can put down another floor. Alright. What I'm doing right now, it's so easy for me to just build one little rectangle as the castle. But to me, that's boring. That's very boring style-wise. Let me fly over to the bigger castles to give you a reference. You see how these castles have openings in them, and they have this little triangular shape, and they have different materials on the top than just stone brick. Well, that's why I said I'm not just going to make one big rectangular structure, at least when it comes to it just being straight up and leave it like that. No, I'm going to make it extend out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to give it some notches and grooves. Why? Because I want this castle to have style. That's what makes it nice looking. It has to have some little style to it. Alright. Going to add notches and grooves onto the top. Not only does it need notches and grooves for the top, to give it style. For that part of the castle. But also, I'll give it some notches and grooves, excuse me, on the bottom. Put one there, put one there. I'll also put one here, 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 and here. to give them some style, to make it look really, really interesting. Also, I've crafted a banner for this castle, right? We got to show what kingdom we're from, right? That's how people know who we are or where we come from. So here's a banner, a white banner with a yellow cross in the middle. That's how we will represent the kingdom where we come from. We'll put that on the top of the castle as well. I promise we're almost done. Alright? But your character also needs a place to sleep, right? You can't just stay up all night. I mean, I guess you could, but it's not very healthy for anyone, for that matter. So we're going to put an in-game bed, and we're going to sleep in it really quickly. Now, we are going to finish the floor of the castle. We're going to put an armor stand in the castle to put armor on. Alright. And lastly, we need a chest so that your character can store things. And there we are. A brief and simple little Minecraft castle. Thank you guys for giving me this time to share with you something that I really enjoy doing. And other than clothing, like I talked about in the PowerPoint presentation, this is definitely the biggest creative outlet for me. I've always loved architecture. I've always loved looking at things like the Empire State Building, those shaped designs, modern houses, things like that. For the sake of it not being too long, I'm not going to show you any more that I've built. Here we are. Thank you for giving me this time. I hope you have enjoyed this. Hope you found it very creative. Have a nice day. I'm out.